Welcome to Mrs. Peach Thrifty Living. I'm so happy you're here today. Today is a special day. The video I have for you today, my granddaughter was here and she did an art project, and I showed her how to make a shirt, and she did an outstanding job. She's 11 and a half, and you'll see her on the video. And I'm so excited to have her. At the end of this video, I did another little tutorial showing how she made it and how I showed her how to make it. And I just made a little shirt, and I tried my best to explain it. Perfected. But I think you'll get the idea if you want to know how to make something simple like this. We didn't have a pattern, so stay tuned to the end if you want to see how I made it in the little tutorial. Also, I want to tell you, I'm so glad you're here. I am so thankful that each one of you take the time to watch me. And if you wouldn't mind, if you'll press that like button and send me a note, say hi if you can at all. Now, you don't have to, but if you can, at least press the like button. And tell me where you're from. I love to hear from you, and I'll write you back too. Like, subscribe, comment, and share, and I'll see you at the end. Leah, what are you doing?
Making a birthday card.
Can you look up a minute? You're making a birthday card?
Yeah.
Okay, let's see what you're doing here.
At first I was going to draw a rose, but it kind of failed, and now I'm kind of making it like a pretty design as like a jewel.
A jewel, okay. And what are you doing with that little thingy there? What is that?
Oh, this is a flip-flop.
A flip-flop shoe,
Yeah.
okay. Where'd you get the pattern?
I found it sitting around here, and it is now just like very hard.
Okay,
And
you made two
I like glued
layers?
two together and then cut it into a flip-flop.
And you're decorating it, and what are you going to do with that?
I'm going to put bunny toes in there.
Oh, and how did you get that perfect design there?
I copied the shoe.
Oh, you laid your shoe out there and did
Yeah.
it. Oh, that was smart. Okay, what'd you do here now? This looks
It
cute.
is almost finished, but I decided to put some charms on, color it a bit.
How cute.
And then these ropes, I'm just going to cut them off once they're dry. And then we'll be done. Then we just have to put the money in.
Okay, and we'll show that at the end. That is
Yeah.
so cute. You did awesome. You want to say hi to my audience out there?
Hello.
Where'd you come from?
Arizona.
And how'd you get here?
Plane.
Plane? Do you like flying?
Oh, I love it.
You love it?
Mm-hmm.
And everybody's nice to you on the plane?
Yeah.
So you're going to be a seasoned traveler.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Leah,
Yeah.
what you got?
I finished it.
Okay, let's show it. Hold it up there real good. Okay, and now tell us about what you did and how'd you do it.
At first, I glued these on, and I was gluing the ropes on, but the ropes weren't staying, so I used double-sided tape to keep them on. It worked. Then we rolled up some money for the toes and wrote something a little nice.
There you go. Now you could put big money in that, but we only put dollars. Now we already have her another little gift too, so.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you, Leah. And later on, we're going to show you what you've been sewing on,
Yeah.
okay? Yeah, what is that you got on?
I made a new shirt.
You made a new shirt?
Mm-hmm.
Now, how'd you do that? You did it all by yourself?
Yep. With a little help.
With a little bit of help. Not too much, huh?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we didn't have a pattern or anything.
We had, I got a piece of fabric, then I folded it together, cut out a pattern, from my other shirt, and cut that out. Then I started sewing one by one, and then we sewed it all together, cut all the little strings off, and ta-da!
That's good. The fabric's been folded for... Anyway, you can put that over.
There you
Or
go.
wear it or not wear it. But anyway, That's your first.
Yeah.
Yay. What'd Grandma teach you?
How to make a shirt.
Yeah, and you'll be making more of them, I'm sure.
Uh-huh.
You will improve way more than me, I'm sure. I just want to show you how I showed her how to make her top. We had fabric out here, but I just took a piece of this. The shirt was folded exactly right. It's trying to match them up. Now this shirt fits me pretty good, but remember this has a little stretch, so I'm going to take it, put my paper back here. Now I need a front and a back, 2 pieces of fabric. I laid this on here to fold, and I had her draw right along here. Of course, you know, you wouldn't want to go out and buy expensive material to do this. And then, remember we need some seam lines, so I'm going to go a little higher than this. And then we're going to go down here. And I'm going to go just along this edge. This is crudeness at its best. On the side, remember, it's going to need some stretch. Now hers, we didn't have to worry about it so much, but then draw a line down here, and you got both of them. Now remember, we was drawing on the fabric itself, and we had the whole front and back. So after that, we cut, I had her open this up. I hope you can see my lines, how I had her sew it. I went ahead and cut out this little, it's not going to fit anybody, but I want to just show you how we did it. Put it on straight, and I'm going to sew these top right here, that's over the shoulders, and then we had her try it on. Okay, straight. Now I'm back up and do it again. Okay, where it won't come undone. I showed her how you can cut the thread right here. Now running over here to the other side, the other shoulder. This is my straight seams on here, but later on we're going to do zigzag. I keep my 1 foot on it, don't this on the presser foot, because that way I don't have to change it all the time. This works for most everything. It's not as tight on this one, but it works. Okay, now I'm going to back up. Okay, I want to show you now. Okay, I've got then we had her put it over her head. We had to cut down, remember, because this is the front and the back. So we cut down the front side a little bit more. So we folded it back and just trimmed off a little bit more here to make the front a little lower than the back. I think she ended up with almost a V in her neck. Then I had her, you can either fold it all and do 2 little seams, but that was harder. So I thought, well, I'm going to show her how to do it with one little zigzag stitch. It's not quite as good, but for learners, okay, I'm going to switch my sewing machine just to the zigzag. My sewing machine is not a fancy one at all. Now I'm going to take this, and I'm not sure what you're seeing. Let's see if I can get this. There you go. Maybe you can see a little better. And I'm going to turn this. See if my fingers are in. Okay, I'm going to hold that down till I get here. Now, you could pin it down, but not me. I don't like pinning down. Okay, now let me get the first stitch. You want to make sure you get it in there, because you don't want to lose your thread. I don't want to thread my sewing machine again. Okay, now it's in. Let's go around here and see if I can find my foot pressure. Now remember, I'm making this very little. It's a little harder than if it was a bigger piece of. So, and I told her just go real slow. She did all the sewing by herself. You keep going around slow. And on around. To the neckline. The neck. I hope my hands are not in the way. Now this is not, like I said, going to be perfect. If you was wearing that, hers turned out pretty good. I was pretty proud of her to do it like that. Okay, now bring this down because I got to turn the corner here. Moving on down the road. You know, it takes time to get where you can, and to me, it's just one step less if you don't have to pin it. But I'm probably, the ones that are regular real seamstress, they're probably screaming at me. But it takes all kinds of us in the world, huh? Okay, I'm back, and then I had her back up where it locked it in. And here we are. We have this little cutter thing there. Okay, the neck's done as imperfected. We have to cut all those threads off. Now, the easy thing is now just go ahead and do the little arm hose while we're here. If we know it's going to fit. Now, you can either sew it there and make sure, or if you're sure it's going to fit, you can just go ahead. And I just want, we had her try it on and then did the arm hose, but there, now. I'm still on. My hand's still in the way. Okay. Now see, it's barely going to have a whole top there. But what I really want is just you to get the idea. If you don't know how to sew, now you can do this by hand too. Don't know that I would want to. Okay, for time's sake, whoops, yeah, okay. For time's sake, I'm going to go ahead and just act like we already did the other side, because what I'm wanting to show you is how to do it. Okay, now I'm going to switch to my straight stitch and sew the side. I'm going to act like this side's done. My material is matching up. And then I'm going to back it up. I just sewed it all the way backwards. Normally you don't do that, but I did. It was done. And we're all done. We've tried it on. Then we're going to just hem the bottom, same way. Zigzag, zigzag. This is one way. You know, some of them have real fancy stitches. Mine just has, mine has about 3 different sizes of zigzag. Let's put it back to zigzag. And here we go. If you get too fast and you lose your way and go wrong, and get off the fabric, and then you have to catch it up. A couple of times Leah had to do that, but not much. To do her own taking out. There is the little top. I'll probably go finish it somewhere, but I don't know if they even have a doll that'd fit. Thank you so much for watching today. I enjoyed doing this video, and I hope you maybe learned something. And just get encouraged, because, you know, you don't have to be perfect. I'm sure a lot of the regular seamstress will be saying, oh my goodness, she butchered that up. But you know what? We did it, and my granddaughter knows a little bit more about sewing than she did, I think. Okay, I will see you tomorrow. I'm looking forward to it. Don't forget, Jesus loves you.